Hello, hello, hello. Squirrel and I have survived almost 2 weeks of social distancing. We are very excited, although Squirrel was ridiculous yesterday. I had to throw her out of the house. I told her she was not allowed to go near anyone else. And I think she kept pretty good to that. She did not go near anyone from what I could see. She did go out on the porch. She really much enjoyed the sun. The sun was very good to Squirrel. Um, I did not go out. I'm still in the house. Very happy with the house. Just nestling down. All right, that was very random. Let's take a look at what we should have done for the homework. So let's go for drawing and our statement reason chart, just like we always do. And let's take a look. ADE. ADE is this. We're going to shade in that pink triangle right there. And CDE. CDE is this blue triangle right there. Okay, so we've got two beautiful triangles. Let's take a look at where my givens are. AB equals BC. That's a given. And that's right there. And BE bisects angle ABC. So BE bisects angle ABC. That's my second given. Now, bisects means we need definition of bisects. Definition of bisects means to cut into two equal pieces. We are cutting the angle ABC into two equal pieces. So that becomes measure angle ABE and measure angle CBE. So we are now done with our givens. And as you recall, we've got pink and we've got blue, and my givens are nowhere near the pink and the blue. They are near the green and the purple. So let's fill in the green and the purple. And really all we need left for the green and the purple is that beautiful reflexive side. BE is equal to BE by reflexive. At that point, we can prove the green and the purple triangles are congruent. So I'm going to say these triangles by side, angle, side, because the angle is wedged between my two sides. It's trapped between my two sides. I'm going to go triangle ABE is congruent to triangle. A matches with C, B matches with B, and E matches with E. Okay? So now we have proven the pink and the purple triangles congruent. Now that we have done that, we can start on the pink. Sorry, we've proven that the purple and the green triangle is congruent. We need the pink and the blue. So to get the pink and the blue, we've got to do congruent or corresponding parts in congruent triangles are congruent. And I am going to say this side and this side. So AE and EC. Because that's a side in the green and a side in the purple, and they match up in the green and the purple. And I want them because now I've got them matching up in the pink and the blue. And then what I have to deal with is those silly little angles. So I'm going to mark those angles. Angle 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's okay if you marked your angle slightly different. I want measure angle 1 equals measure angle 2. Because that is the green and the purple. Now we need to get them in the pink and the blue. So we're going to do our whole linear pairs. Beautiful, fantastic rigmarole. So measure angle 1 matches up with measure angle 4 in my case, and measure angle 2 matches up with measure angle 3 by linear pairs. And that gets me measure angle 1 plus measure angle 4 equals measure angle 2 plus measure angle 3 in my first substitution. Now I know that 1 and 2 are the same, so they can either both be 1s or both be 2s. I'll change them both to 1s, measure angle 1 and measure angle 1, which means this has to be plus measure angle 4. Those stay the same. That's my second substitution. Remember to write out substitution. Why would we have to write out substitution? Because substitution and subtraction both start with the same 3 letters. And there's a very big difference between the substitution steps and the subtraction step. The subtraction step is at the very end, where you get measure angle 4 equals measure angle 3. At that point, we've got, okay, we got this one and this one. That gave us 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then we've got a beautiful reflexive side right there. So DE equals DE. DE equals DE. And that is reflexive. And that is how we get our next one by side angle side again. So side angle side. We can now get our 2 pink and blue triangles. So triangle ADE is congruent to triangle CDE. Now, I went over that guy pretty quickly, and the reason why I went over that one really quickly is because it's almost exactly the same as the one that we did in class. The only difference is I have rotated the whole thing. Everything else should be exactly the same. So, if you didn't know how to do the homework, it's because you weren't paying attention to the notes, or you didn't understand the notes and you didn't ask questions. That's very important. You should ask questions if you don't understand the notes. And if you're scared of the homework, go back to the notes. Yeah, you have to sometimes go back to the notes, Squirrel. That's why we take notes. I know it's a lot to take notes, but sometimes you have to go back. All right. This one's my favorite, Squirrel. We have to do number 2. Number 2 is 100% my absolute favorite because it's terrified. I want CAB. So CAB is this triangle right here. And I want DBA. DBA is this triangle right here. They're overlapping. Oh no, oh no. So the first thing that we do when we got overlapping triangles, we redraw the triangles. So we've got pink triangle, and we've got, that's not a triangle, let's try again. Blue triangle. So I've got the pink triangle is A, B, C, or CAB, and the blue triangle is D, B, E, D, B, A. Okay. Now, let's take a look at our first given. Our first given says CAC equals BD. That's given. Okay, AC equals BD. That's given. AC and BD. Hey, look, we've got a side and it's in the triangles that we want. That's super exciting. Next one, measure angle ACD equals measure angle BDC. That's my second given. Okay, ACD, so that's at C, going towards A and D, that's this whole angle. That is not going to help us. That leaks outside of my pink triangle. That is not going to be good. That's where the extra triangles come into play. Because guess what? There are a whole bunch of triangles in this one picture. There are about 8 different triangles. We're going to want to take a look at this green triangle. Do you see how the green angle told us that we're going to need that green triangle? That green triangle overlaps the pink and the blue triangle. So let's redraw the green triangle. Green triangle down here. Okay, green triangle is A, C, and D. Now we got this, and notice we have that orange side because we've got AC. The other angle is BDC. BDC means we're starting at D, going toward the B and C. That would be this angle. Once again, not helpful for the blue triangle because it's not the full angle on a blue triangle. It's more than that angle. That's going to give us a purple triangle. This purple triangle is right here. That overlaps the others. So we found another hidden triangle. This one's BCD. So we're going to put the green angle in, and we're going to put in that orange side. Okay. Well, the pink triangle and the blue triangle only have one side, so we're not proving the pink and the blue triangle yet. But the green and the purple triangle are looking promising. We've got one pair of sides, one pair of angles. That's very helpful. And if we notice, there's something very special about the line CD. The line CD in the green triangle, the same line CD in the purple triangle. That right there is a reflexive side. CD is that entire bottom. So it's the bottom of both the green and the purple. They completely overlap for that. So you can say CD equals CD by reflexive. And at that point, you can prove the green triangle and the purple triangle are congruent by side angle side. Super simple proving the green and the purple triangle congruent. So triangle ACD is congruent to the purple triangle, and the purple triangle is triangle A matches with B, but be careful. On the green triangle I did ACD. I'm going to start with B and then DC because I go from orange to green to blue. Orange to green to blue. Make sure you stay consistent. So in this case, D and C have to flip because my triangles have reflected. That's what this whole reflexive side is doing to you right there. And at that point, we've proven the green triangle and the purple triangle, which is super exciting. Some of you have also noticed, if we take a look at the blue triangle and the green triangle, I want to look at just the blue triangle and the green triangle. And I want to look at this side of the blue triangle. What do we notice about that side of the blue triangle and this side of the green triangle? They're the same side. If you go back here and we erase that, you can see that the green and the blue match up at AD. And if you notice, the pink and the purple triangle, they match up at CB. So AD and CB are matching. So if I work down here at my green triangle and my purple triangle, I can say that AD is the same as BC. And I can say that because we've proven the pink triangle and the purple triangle congruent. So I can say AD equals BC because corresponding parts in congruent triangles are congruent. Well, now that I have AD matches BC, I can go to the pink and blue triangles and say, well, if AD matches BC, heck, I got an AD over here and I got a BC over here. I've matched them in my green and purple triangles, got them in my green and purple triangles. That gives me sides in my blue and pink triangles. And notice the whole CD fiasco that we were doing? The CD is the same as this CD. Take a look up at the pink and the blue triangles. This AB, guess what? It's the same AB that's up there. This side is the same. So all we really need to do is we need to say AB is the same as AB. So AB equals AB reflexive. That gives me side, side, side on my pink and blue triangles. My pink triangle being triangle CAB, and my blue triangle being triangle DBA. Now notice that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. It's only 7 steps. It's pretty much what this guy was after we had proven 2 triangles were congruent. These proofs can be small, but the small proofs are sometimes the worst proofs. Because if we look at this, we have the 4 triangles, but they're all overlapping triangles. So we've got the same 4 triangles that we would get in like the question that we had for number 1. But now all 4 of the triangles are overlapping in weird ways and mixing up and getting confused. So you have to be very careful with these CPCTC, these congruent parts and congruent triangles are congruent problems, because sometimes they get very muddled in trying to figure out which triangle is which and which triangle are we trying to prove and how we're trying to prove those triangles. That's why when I said you've got overlapping triangles, automatically redraw those triangles. I don't know how many times I've said it. Automatically redraw the triangles. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with similar triangles. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with SOHCAHTOA. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with prisms or area or perimeter. Doesn't matter if you're dealing with proofs, because sometimes that will completely make all the difference. I've got 4 triangles that are all overlapping each other in one very small little puzzle box that I had to unravel here. So be very careful. All right, let's take a quick look at what I want you to do next. What I want you to do next is I want you to take a look at these advanced proofs practice 2. Advanced proofs practice 2. And I want you to start trying to do this. I want you to start doing your statement and reason charts, and I want you to see how many of these you can do. Notice, it goes back to linear pairs, side addition, that kind of stuff. We've got some circle geometry proofs in here. We've got some quadrilateral proofs. And then for 6 and 7, these are going to be CPCTC. These are just try and find 2 triangles so that you can get 2 angles out of it. But this guy's special. For this one, you have to find 2 triangles to get 2 different triangles. See what you can do. If you have questions, please feel free to message me. Also, there's going to be a short quiz. I know, it's terrifying. A short quiz coming. I'm going to post it on Edmodo later today. So this is Friday, later on Friday. And you will have to do a few things. It's just going to be a few multiple choice true and false questions about proofs, just to make sure that you are watching the videos, just to make sure that you are not having major troubles. So it's going to be a short, probably 10 multiple choice quiz to make sure that you are actually watching the videos. Thank you very much. Be watching for that quiz and have a wonderful day.